Hello, my name is Chris Petrilli. In this video we're going to be showing the first blade set we do in the Filipino Martial Arts Academy. And the weapons we're going to be using, these were made by a good friend and student, Jason Hawk, who is a bladesmith in Sedona, Arizona. He specializes in tribal designs. Okay, this one right here, just to show, the back edge is flat, so you can use it for compressing. Okay, the rest of it is sharp around here and the puño. Okay, a little bit here where it's not sharp, so if you get a full extension you won't cut yourself. Okay, you got that gap in there. Okay, just to show you on the training blade, so when you're watching the video you can see that the edge part is black. Okay, same with the puño. Okay, because you'll see a lot of techniques where you're grabbing and cutting and you say, well, you can't do that with the blade, but you got to realize that the tip of it or the back of it is flat. Okay, so it's the same. The only difference is with the dagger is the dagger is completely sharp on all edges. Okay, on the trainer. So dagger work, it's sharp on all edges. Okay, well, I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you. Okay, so the first four motions of the sword set. As the strike's coming in, you're blocking, striking the bicep, cutting to neck, thrusting throat, cutting down arm. Okay, one more time. So you block, cut, cut, thrust, cut. Okay, so Master Cheryl will strike. As the first strike comes in, see how I'm blocking with the flat of the blade? I'm not blocking blade to blade. Okay. First of all, you destroy your blade. Second of all, good chance that the blades will lock. Okay. Plus, you can get sparks in the eyes, whatever. But what you're doing is you're striking as the blade makes contact. You're rotating it. Okay. So in case you do miss, at least it goes to the side. Okay. So remember, it's just like. As she's striking, you're not blocking it this way with the wrist up, because what's happening is that your wrist is weak that way. You may still get it off to the side, but the only trouble is your wrist is really weak like this, okay? So think of it as you're throwing a punch, okay? So as that's coming in, you're blocking, rotating. First shot is cutting right where the bicep and the tendons connect in here. This is your first shot. And what you're doing is you're just cutting through it, just ripping through. And what's happening is the tip is going right to the neck, okay? And then you're thrusting into the throat. Okay, for comfort's sake on your partner, thrust to the side. But it would actually be through the throat. As you're coming down, the puño is slicing all the way down and you're stepping back, okay? So one more time. As you hit, you're going for that cut from here, and it's just cutting right through, okay? So as you hit, you're just cutting through. The tip is cutting the neck, and then it puts, the blade cuts from right here, and the tip is right there, so you're just going to thrust it, okay? Then as you step back, your puño is going into the arm, slicing all the way down. When you get to right here, you turn it, okay? Because you don't want to go like this and cut your own hand, okay? So once that starts cutting down, this just turns. Okay, we'll take it from a different angle. So, same, hit. That's your thrust, slash, thrust, cut, turn. One more time. So, cut, cut, thrust, cut. Okay, now we'll show some disarms from the first 4 motions. Okay, Master Cheryl. So as strike comes in, everything's the same. Okay, you're coming in from here, striking, slash, thrust. As this is coming down, another reason you're turning too is you're hooking their puño or whatever little pommel they have on their weapon. Okay, so that's coming down. This is your hooking line. Okay, so you're hooking it with your puño, and that just comes out from here. Oh, okay. All right, so hit, slash, thrust. See how it's turning right here? The puño turns. You're hooking their pommel or their puño of the weapon, whatever it is, and that just pulls straight through. See how you're going against the hand right here? See, any disarming motion, you want to go against the fingers. See how it weakens? It's weak from here. It's also weak from here, but you got to rotate it all the way around, but it's still weak. You're just taking thumb first, okay? On this one, since we're right here, see, I'm going against this gate right here, against her fingers. See, I'm not pulling this way, she can hold it, see? It's the same thing with this. If I have it this way, I'm not pulling this way or pushing, because plus it puts a blade into me, but she's strong right there, okay? So you're going against her fingers, plus you're taking the blade away from you, see? So from right here, you're just hooking it, pulling it out. All right, same thing from the other side. Blocking. Remember, this is just cutting right through it, because this is just one hit. It's actually going 1, 2, 3. Same thing, cut along, turn, hook that with your puño. The puño of your blade, okay? Pull away from you. See, it's almost like you're cutting right down your center line. That's where you're pulling, okay? Plus, as you pull, see, that's also going to be a slice, okay? So slice, slice, thrust, cut, turn, pull. Okay. Okay, so now you have another option. As the strike is coming in, same thing. As you're slicing through here, instead of taking it to the shot in from here, what's happening is this is coming through as you're slicing, and this comes through here, you're taking the hand with the puño, okay? If they're still holding it, because as you slice through, you're going to the flat of the blade. The reason we're showing you is to show you how to disarm on flats, okay? It doesn't matter if it's a knife or a sword, okay, or short sword. So it's the same thing. This is coming in. You got to keep the pressure on though. See how it's on the flat the whole time? And this is going into the thrust. The thing is, with disarming on flats, you may get a little cut, but it's better than the alternative, especially if they're thrusting at you, okay? Which you will see later. Like if she's thrusting and I get a flat, you know, it's better than the option, okay, of getting stabbed, okay? So you may get a little cut depending on if they turn the blade a little bit. You just rotate your arm as we take it to the flat, okay? So from the opposite angle, same thing. As you're cutting through, this one's coming through here. Okay, say you want to go into a thrust or something, then you're going to hit in from here, okay? Or the other hand's coming in. See how this is already right in from here, okay? And you, same thing, you're dropping, see, and into your thrust. Okay, so same thing for your setup. As you're coming through from right here, so you're cutting across the knuckles, see, cutting down from here, see, and immediately you're going right to the flat of the blade. Okay, closer you get to that arm, the better. See, so from right here, same thing. You're going against the fingers like the first one. As that one pops it out, there's your thrust. Okay, it's the same thing. Once you get that into that angle, then you're going to drop the line. Keep pull of that hand. Okay. Okay, just to clarify, of course, you know, if you're doing all this and you get the thrust and everything, they're going to be pretty much gone anyways, right? The reason you're doing it is just keeping a flow going. Plus, when it comes to disarming blades, the best way is the easiest way, okay? Just showing you different options and how the blade applies to the stick, because a lot of these you can do the same thing with sticks, which we'll show later, okay? So don't think, well, you're not going to do all that because they'll be dead or whatever. But you don't know what angle something's coming in at, okay? She could be coming in from right here. Let's say we just happen to crash a line in from here. Well, I could use the flat of my blade instead of my forearm. Okay, it's just a principle. Okay, she may push into me. See, so that now I'd go down. So pull that, she would land onto the blade. Okay, so it's just you're just learning principles. Okay, it's not like, well, you have to do it this way. With the blade, it's always the simplest is the best. Okay. But we're just showing you different options. Okay, so as she strikes, the next one, as we're hitting, thrusting from here, we use the puño. If you can use the puño, you can also use the tip. Okay, so it's going to the flat of the blade. You're taking the leg, same thing. This is going to the flat or thrust. Okay, you can go back or you can just step through also. As you get your insert, you would just step through. See, which would take them down. Okay. So from the other side, as that strike's coming in, same motion as you're hitting. If you can use puño, you can use tip. See, so as you're going down, this is just taking the knee, and that's going to go right in. See. Also, a nice thing about this top part from right here, see, as that's inserted, see, you can also use your knee to push it down to pull up so you can get your blade out. Okay, it's a good thing about having the top of your blade dull. Okay, next one. Just remember, they're just sequences, okay, for right now. So as you strike it, same thing. In from here. We went from, first one was puño, it's the same thing. You're taking it to the flat of the blade right here. See, as this is coming up, say you're grabbing it, this is coming up for your cut, see. Now you're into double sword, see. Okay, one more time. So it's basically the same thing. See, as that hits, thrust, in from here, so you're on the flat of the blade, okay? So as that hits through, from right here, see how it's starting to open? Because you're going in for the thrust. As that starts to open, if it's right there, take it, see? Just hook it with your thumb, see? There's your strikes. Okay, from the other side. So from right here, so you can just hook it with the thumb. See, that's your lift into your cut. Okay, like I said before, a lot of these disarms, you know, they're actually pretty complicated to be doing with live blades. Okay, but just to show you the examples you can use, because it just depends what situation you get in. You never know. So, you know, I mean, you always want to take the simplest route, but sometimes you may end up in that position, so at least you know what you can do. You can use the flat, you can use your punya, you can use your tip. Okay, so just giving you examples. It's not saying you have to do it that way. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go from, once the blade is disarmed, some applications. Okay, so same thing. You're just practicing your motions. Okay, take the easiest disarm, which is this one. Plus the blade's not flipping around in front of you. Okay, flip it out, get it away from you. Okay, so from here, basically, once you get that first shot, you're taking it right into the crook of the arm. Okay, so what's happening is you're folding it. See, I'm folding it, folding her arm into it, but I'm grabbing her arm. Okay, so from right here, what I'm doing is twisting. See how it's digging the blade in? See, this is coming in from here. This is going to be your takedown. Okay, loosen up on your partner when they go down, but you've got your shot in from here. So that's going to be your cut. Plus you've got, see, right in from here. Plus you can turn your blade, see, for a better cut, and then extract. Same. Working that motion. And we're getting that cut, cut, turn right from here, hook that with your puño, get that blade away from you. Okay, what's happening, this is cutting me in from here and slashing down. Okay, so what's happening is once that gets in, see how the blade's turning? Because you want to offset their body. Because they're going to be trying to check and turn you. See how that turns the body? Now you've got the cut now. Loosen up on your partner when they go down, then you've got the cut. Or you can insert, turn your blade, slice into your cut. But you still have the arm here, okay? Still have control of that arm. So if they try anything, you can turn them. Okay, so let's take it a little bit farther. So as you get the same thing, you get the cuts, and you're from here and you get your disarm. First time we came in from here, we took it to the outside of the body. This time what we're doing is we're rotating the body and we're taking it to the inside. See how this is turning? See what it does to her body? Now, for comfort's sake on your partner, it's going to, in reality, you don't really care what happens to your partner, but when you're training, because they're really locked in here. See, so as I turn, see what that's doing? But you're actually going to be turning and cutting, see? So you don't care. So you're gonna turn and cut that, see? And that's just going to take them flat, basically. Okay, so you also have it right in from here, you can lock it in, and then just cut and turn, see? And then same thing, you can slice that. So cut, same thing, you're in your disarm. We're on flat from right here. Same motion as the first one. So instead of going outside, you're taking this one inside. So you're rotating it. But see, as you're rotating, everything is tightening up. See what I'm doing with the wrist here? See? Except you got a blade locked in there. Okay? So it makes a really good fulcrum point. So as you turn, see what that's doing? You just take them straight away from their blade so they can't get their own blade. See? So from right here, see? It's the same thing. You're turning and cutting. See, it's really painful with a blade because the stick is very painful, blade's worse. Because first of all, you're cutting into them, and then you've got blunt edges, even if it's dull, okay? But the same thing, once that's in there, see, this is turning, see? But what happens is, see how her arm can pull in to relieve the pressure? But when you've got a blade in there, see, there's nowhere for it to go, see? It's locked in place. Okay, so it's same as with stick. If you can use the tip of your blade, you can also use the punya of your blade. Okay, so it's same motion. Everything's the same. Okay, you get your disarm. you slice, you get your disarm. See, I'm coming in for here and she checks it. See, so what I'm doing is I'm putting the puño straight into there. See how I'm hooking it with my elbow or my forearm right here to trap that? See, so what happens is the exact same motion. This is cutting, see, for your takedown. See? So exact same thing. See? Plus you can just keep turning them. See? You also have reverses from right here, so you would just kneel on it, see? Then this would just be your lift, okay? So you can get that cut. See what happens when you start to turn, and then you get your lift. Okay, same thing from the other side. So as we hit, see, we're slicing down that line, get your disarm. Okay, going in from here, she blocks that. It comes in from here, I hook it with my forearm, but immediately you go right from here, see? It's the same thing, this is turning as this is turning, okay? And there's your takedown. What? Plus you can also take them in from here, see? Same thing, whenever you get something in the flat from here, see how that's gonna turn? See, because now you're working blade. So you're gonna continue that motion there, see? That's gonna turn, that's gonna be your slice. Okay, so if you go to the outside of the body, you can also go to the inside of the body. Okay, so as the strike is coming in, it's the same motion. See, cut, slicing, getting that disarm. Coming in from here, she checks. See, as that one comes in, this turns from here. So as this is pulling in toward me, I'm using, that's why you've got the flat of the blade here. See, because what's happening is you're going to cut down from right here, see? And then you've got a good wedge point, see? Because she's locked in here, and this is the cutting edge of the blade on the back of the neck. See? No worries. Same. Cut, slash, thrust, cut, disarm. This is coming in. She blocks that, trap it in right from here. So it's the exact same thing. As I'm cutting in, see, I'm using my forearm for a wedge point. This is pulling this way, so you're offsettling them. Plus you can also step back and cut, see, right in from here. And there's your cut and lock. So a little different option, same motions. To your strip through, this is going straight to the pit. So for comfort's sake on your partner, just put it in from here, okay? And as you step through, if it slips off their body, goes into their throat, see, still doesn't matter. Take your partner down slow. It's the same thing. Kind of hard to show, because this is a lot of pressure. I'll go really slow. See what's happening as you're lifting up? See, this is cutting down. So I'll go really slow. Just let me know if it's too much. Okay, see what's happening? See? Doesn't take much on that, okay? But remember, this is pulling up. This is cutting down, see? So just to show you what that motion is, you want to see how it's turning her body. But what happens is you can't turn because she's got a blade in her throat. See, so when you put them both together, I'm just going to turn this sideways a little bit. Okay, so when you put them both together, see, just be real careful when you're training with even dull blades. Okay, from the other side. So same. That cut, turn the blade. See, this is going right to the pit. Or even if you miss, you're coming from here. But what you do is you're pulling him off. See, I'm stepping. See, if it's underneath the body, that's fine. If it slips out and goes to the throat, let up on your partner, but you're into the same position from right here. Okay. Okay, another option, as that's coming in and we're hitting, we get that disarm. You're going straight cut to the crook of the arm from right here. This is hooking behind, and what's happening is you're coming to the palm up to palm down. But you want this, you don't want it up here, okay? You want it right in that crook right there so that it turns, see, it turns right from here, and then you just replace your hand right where the blade is at, okay? So what it's teaching you is where to put your empty hand, okay? Because if you come up from right here, if you try a chicken wing from here, they can cut out of it, see? It's a lot harder when they're right here, see? Plus you can just tuck that into your body and you've got your hit, okay? If you want to, you can take them to the opposite direction with the thrust, but they're pretty much gone anyways. So, one more time. So as we strike, we get the hits, cut, that's just slicing right through. Well, it could be the same thing. You come in, they may check, see, cut right through. That's going to hook. That's my hooking motion, see? So I'm hooking that. Hand turns up. There's my rotation. There's my insert. There's my hit. Okay, if I want, I can take it in from here and take it back. I'm going to release that arm so it's not in a chicken wing when you take them down, but it would be, you'd be in from here and you just thrust them. See? All right, so from the other side. As we hit, see? The same thing, you know, they could be blocking. See, she may block, but there's my strike. See, and there's my thrust. And we're right back here again. See? So you slice, hook, turns up, see, rotates, see, or insert into back, see, because you can just take them down, get them sitting, see, so then we can, see. Okay, another little option, just a variation of the same thing. So as it's coming in, you're blocking, you're striking, you cut down that line, you cut through and you hook from here. See, instead of going through from right here, you're just going right up to the where the clavicle meets the lung, and you're just going to insert. Okay, you're going to kind of turn on an angle so it's a little more comfortable, or you're going to pick them up from right here. See? And this is just going to drive straight down. Okay, you'll take them down in the chicken wing with the foot trapped. Okay, but from right here you just drop it, but it's a little too much right there. See? And then you just continue that motion, except you'd have them hooked in from right here, and you can insert it. See? And that would just cut through, and that would be your next cut. Okay. So from the other side, same, cut, thrust, slash, cut, hook, getting the crook of that arm. So the same thing, you're hooking them right from here, see? You're going to lift them. You can also run them anywhere you want to take them. See? You can run them into a wall if you like. See? Doesn't matter. But the same motion from right there. You can insert. Just take your partner out slow. And you got your insertion. It's going to cut through. Cut through. Okay, so everything you do with the blade is also you can do with the stick. I mean, because you're not going to have, you may not have a blade like that, right? But if you want to practice blade, you can draw on there. You can just draw a red line right here and draw a red line, show you where the blade would be cutting. But being that mostly we do stick, to show you the same applications. You can do the same thing with stick, plus stick you can do a lot more because you don't have to worry about cutting. You can do a lot more locks and chokes and such. But if you just want to practice it, it's the same motions. So you come in from here. The only difference is with a stick, you're not going to go from here. It would be more in for a neck shot, okay? But if they check that neck shot, see, there's your second shot. And then that would just be your thrust from right here, see? You just thrust that in. Or if they check your hand down, see, this can be this cut right here. So you're just coming in with a funny bone shot, see? But the disarms are pretty much all the same. She may check my hand down, so I'm right here, see? That'll be my shootout, see? And hit, okay? So from the other side, I mean, same. So you're blocking. Instead of, you can come here, but it's, you know, it's not going to be that much. So you basically want to go for the neck. If you can get it, fine. If you can't, you're hitting from here, see? And that's going to be your thrust, see? Right? Can't get that, or they check. They may check it down. See, I may take it in from here, or I'll just go straight from here, or just take it right to that disarm, see? And that puts you into whatever you want to do. Plus, the nice thing with stick is you don't have to worry about cutting yourself, okay? So it just depends where it's at. If it's from here, I can just change that line, see? And you're back into whatever you want to do, into compressions, okay? So that'd just be the first one. We just apply it to a stick. Okay, so just go through what we did with the blade, same thing. Got your shot from here, you disarmed. The first one from right here. This one, a little bit different. You're coming through, hitting with the puño. But see, now you don't have to be so aware. If you want to practice for blade, just be aware of where the blade would be even touching. Nice thing about stick is you can be in a lot closer. See, you don't have to worry about cutting yourself. Because the closer you can get, the more you can lock them. See, so as that one hits through, that's just your puño shot. See, puño's coming through. See, there's your thrust. Oh, same thing. Hit, she's blocked. You've hit. There's your thrust. See, you're just gonna just thrust right through. If it's a little bit more from this side, thrust right through. Okay. So same thing with stick. Say I'm thrusting, and it comes over from here. So I can use that lever to throw, see, using it as a lever point, see. So once that thrusts it through, see, she took it. So what I'm doing is I'm using that as like a, it seems like it's weak, but it's actually not, see. So it's happening. Plus if you step back from here, see, right in from there, there would be your strip out, see. So, same thing, get through, thrust. So right from there, we pulled it through, see, that's come through, boom, we've hit from here, see, come through with the puño, there's your disarm, there's your hit, okay. Okay, next one. So, same motion, thrust, see, as that one's coming through, see, I'm trying to get that hit in from right there, can't get it, pull through, hit, now I'm using the tip of the stick. Right in from here, okay. And it's the exact same thing, see. Thing is, that other hand's coming in, but see, as that's gonna thrust, you're just gonna take them down from there, okay. Plus you also have them in this position from here. If they punch or thrust, you can block in from here, but you got this, see. Then you got them locked in. That'll take you to your compressions, okay. Now, so, see. She may come in, that shoots in, see, so it doesn't matter, boom, in from here, tip, see, they may pop it down, see if they pop the stick down, see, it puts you back in from here, see, that puts you into the one we were doing before, see, maybe I'm locked, and compressed, compressed, compressed. All right, so, same thing. Using that line, trying to thrust in from here, see, got the hit, this one comes through, okay, as you're taking with the puño, it's just like that other one from right here, except you don't got to worry about where it's at, hooking it with the thumb, that comes your double hit, so, Same thing. They may block. See? Block the thrust. Hit the puño. See? Hook it in. See? I'm going to hit in from here. See? It all depends what they're doing. See? If I can't get it, I'm going to change the lines. See? That's going to hit. That's going to hit. See? As that one comes up, this just changes line. Okay, so those were those basic ones, just to show you the inside the arms. See, it can be the same thing. She may block in from here, so I'm just going to take it right in from here. Being at stick, it doesn't matter if her stick is still there or not. See, I'm just going to take it in from here. Then I'm going to do the compression. So as they go down, see, you got them locked. Okay. So from your side. So same thing. You know, it's not always going to be the way you want it. See, I'm going to come in from here. I'm going to hit from here. She may pull it. All I'm doing is I'm crashing that line from here. So the hand's still shooting in. See, this is grabbing. Because see, from right here, I mean, there's a transition from right here. And it seems like, well, they can just pull out. But the thing is, once you get that, see, that alone will take them down. See, once you get it, takes back that crook. So I can be in from here. So once I get that line in from there, see, this is compressing, see? So when I put that turn in, see how it, same thing? The only difference is now I'm changing the line from here and we're going to the outside of the body like we do with the blade, okay? So as that one comes in, this one's cutting down, okay? But you're also doing that right in here, see? And now you have the straight line compression. Okay, so same thing, now we're just going inside of the arm. See? So I'm going for that hit, can't quite get it, can't quite get it. I may come in uppercut, boom, in from here as I'm taking this line in from here. First time we went outside the line, now I'm going inside. If I got it right here, I'm going to rotate them this way, see? And what's going to happen is this is going to crank, see? So I'm going to break the arm, and this is going to insert, see? You're just, plus it gives me the option of compressing in from here. Plus I got the option from here, see? But you've got that line right there, see? So it's the same thing, like if you get the crashing the lines, or cutting the lines, or the pong mutt, they all show the same thing. It's scissors cutting paper, okay? So you're going straight down, scissors cutting, see? You're not going like this, you're not going like that. So it's just straight line. So, same thing. You can do it in two variations. One, your partner can let you go through the whole sequence, or you can go from they're checking and you've got to get to that position, okay? So we'll start first one. So as we're hitting, if you just want to practice your motions, see, into your thrusting line, see? Now we're back here again. You can go to the disarm, or you can take it with stick, and it really doesn't matter. See, if I did the disarm from right here, see, and I took that into the crook of the arm, there's my compression. See, it doesn't matter if she has a stick or not. So it's the same thing. Just rotate a little bit. So, same motion. This is cutting in, see? Cutting and dropping. Now what's going to happen is this is just going to, I'm going to loosen up because it's a lot of torque on the shoulder. See, I'm not going to have that compression so you can see what you can do with the other side. But what's going to happen is this is going to shoot in like that, see? Except that arm is going to be totally rotated and that stick is going to be under him, see? Except it's too much pressure on the shoulder to do your partner safely. Okay. So as you end up in from here, see, you've got that compression. And you just insert. Okay, so now you're doing the same thing. It's just it's going to be from you're trying to get your shot in, but they're checking. Okay. So I'm in from here. I'm trying to get this in. I can't quite get it. So I'm going to drop that and cut in this line from here, and there's my shot. Oh, I shot. Okay. Now I just have a stick to this arm right here. So, but I got the same line. See, plus you can change it up a bit. Boy. I'm just inserting that underneath, and now I've got the chopsticks. Okay, so if you use a tip, you can use the puño, just like before. So if you just want to practice your motions, see, hit, hit, hit. Right, that boom, that can be hit from here, or you're just going straight to that disarm. See, so same thing. You're using the puño in from here. See? And the only difference is with this, with blade, you want the blade out. With stick, you want it close into your body. So you've got a good rev point to go from. See? With a blade, you got to be more cautious because you can cut yourself. See? But without a blade, it doesn't matter. See, you're just pulling it in. And it's the same thing. So have a little bit of a turn. See, then you've got them in from here. See? So what you're doing here. First of all, this would be pulling out. See? I can compress straight in, which hurts. But what I do is I want to extend them. I'm going to cut that in. See? Plus, you can use that to turn them. Okay, so if you take a little bit more free flow, that same motion coming from here, she checks it. So I got that line in from there. See how that's coming in? This I could strip out from right here. Then I'm taking that line, see? And that's just gonna come in from here. What I'm doing, also you can, say she checks my foot, see? What I can do to take care of that is I'm doing a little bit of a pull.
Nice.
See? There she goes, see? So it doesn't matter where she is on that, see? Okay, so from the other side, you want to practice your techniques, see? With passive partner. See? So your partner gives you a little bit of resistance. So you're coming in hitting, see it's already in here. See, that can be my strip out. She's going to check or she's trying to grab her stick. See, there's your shot again. This just comes in from here. If the stick is blocking it, see, this still doesn't matter because I'm dropping that weight. See, so from there, say I can't get it, because you never know how you're going to end up. Nothing's ever for certain, especially with when you're stick sparring. See, so I may just, if this is in here and she's pushing up, see, and I can't quite get it, I might just push it straight down, put a knee on it, see, then get a compression in from here. See, or you may take that behind the head to get an extra lever. See, now I've got my base back. See, and then this would just flatten it. This would lift. See, or you take it in from here. See, and then just turn around here. See how it's like a chicken wing? Or no, it's actually like a figure four. But this is going to be turning. See, as that's, and then you can take it flat, and it's going to be the same thing. You're going to cut and compress. Okay, so as they're striking, if you want to go through the pattern, see, you work it, go to the disarm. As they strike, lock it in from here. See, you've got that lock in from here. Now you're using your forearm as a wedge point. See, straight down to the ground. See? So from here, you can kneel on it. See, that will make your compression, and you can compress it down. See. Or as they're going down, they're not quite down yet. So as they're going down, you can place it in from here, hit through. Except you would hit through and you would grab. It's kind of a tight choke though. But this would be your grab right from here. And then you just compress. Same thing, they give you, they check. See, so as you're coming, say she's checking, I'm in from here. This may shoot up. See, she may grab it again. See, it doesn't matter. This is going to shoot in from right here. See, or it's just going to take this line in from here and cut it. And then that's going to just cut in. Because then you still, these ones from right here, see, it's the same thing. You can either step on it or you can knee on it. See, and this would just be your compression. Or you can flat lay on it, see, and do your, just push it down to the ground. Okay, so they're checking you. You come and try to get your hit, boom, you're in from right here, see. As that one comes up and I get the grab, see, from right here, or just right from here, I'm using my forearm, see. That will just take them straight to the ground, okay. If you like, you can knee on them. You can just straight compress them using the ground as your point, see. Okay, so the next one, same thing. Remember we were we're doing the same line, this arm, going to the armpit. So the same thing, this is the only difference is this one, you've got a stick. See, a lot of systems, they'll just take them straight down from here, okay? Or you can step through, doesn't matter. But see how it's, when they go down, make sure it's really light on there. You don't want that stick there. So when they actually go down, they're gonna be on that stick. And see what happens when you compress that, see? Same thing though, you're rotating and turning, see? So it's the same thing, or it'll go up to the neck. See, it doesn't matter. That just gives you options to turn, see? Then you've got your compressions here, see? Or you can just change that line. Put it back, see? So they give you a little bit of resistance. Going in to get that hit, can't quite get it, boom, you're right in from here, see? So same thing, she hits, stick it in there. See, same thing, she may be trying to hit, right? The opposite hand. So that's your line in from there, see? Or it could just be a hit. See, but she's coming in, see? There's your, and you step through. Pull it out so she can land on it. Or go right to the throat. See, the nice thing about these is you got the rotations into the knees, see? And your compressions. Okay, so now we go to the chicken wings. So, same thing. If you want to practice the drill, shoot, hit, hook into your thrust, or you can thrust through into your takedowns from here using the neck as a compression, or same from here, hooking and running. You release that arm, but remember that would be in a chicken wing behind them, see, and you'd be torquing it. You'd have that shot from there. That will put you into here. If you release, that puts you into your locking motions. So same thing, chicken wings. You're going to hit, she may block it. This may hit up, hit it. Boom. See, if she has the stick in here, it doesn't really matter. See, you can just peel it out. Plus you've got the hit in from here, the hit in from here, and your make sure your partner has limber shoulders, because this is going to reach up and grab. See, now you're going to compress. Okay, so a lot of this, the more advanced stuff is on the other tapes, the crashing the lines and cutting the lines, and but we'll just show you can practice the same stuff. Say you're doing hoobud, right? And you got a little bit of motion in here, and the sticks are coming in. See, that's, you know, because a lot of people are like, well, stick's not down a lot, but sometimes it is down, okay? Because if you're coming for punyo shots and it's right here, so all this stuff comes into play, okay? Or it may come in from here and you may strip out. You may come into your figure fours, into your throws, or your wraparounds, in from here into your takedowns and throws, okay? So it's a little more advanced, but you can also play for motion, okay? So we'll just play around a little bit, see, and you're getting your hits in from here, and say I'm coming in from here, and this is going to be my thrust line, see? Or I'm going to come in from like right here, and I'm coming in and can't get it. See, she's blocking, checking me, so I'm going to take that into the punyo hit from here, and this I'm going to strip out, and put you back into your other lines, okay? So you're just playing with different kind of motions, okay? So there we are again, see, right in from here, see, there's your figure fours, see, where you're taking it back down to these guys, the wraparounds, see, because it always comes, you don't ever know what you're going to do until it happens, okay? So just from motion. So we're in here, maybe we'll be moving around, maybe coming in, see, I got the shot over here, there's my takedown, see, like the one we did before, okay? Or right here, see, I may come in right in from there to try to get that shot in, right? And I may miss the thrust, okay? But it doesn't matter, you just go into your hits. Now we're into the punyo lines. See? So it's the same thing. Right? So you can just play with it and You know, you don't have to do it from static position. But when you first start out, it's good to do. It just gives you more of an awareness. But remember, it's good practicing the blade too, because that really makes you think about your lines and your distance and such. But with stick, it really doesn't matter so much because you want to get tight on them. The same thing with our blade. Normally, blade's Largo. See, whereas we want to learn to use. If you can use the blade Largo, you should be able to learn to use it close in. Okay, so you want to get used to that cutting in close line, or if they check. See, I can still cut with that. I may not get the neck, but I can still cut and thrust. Okay, so just play with that. Okay, you can do the same thing using blade, so it'll give you a better awareness of your striking and your lines, and then your stick will give you the better awareness when you come to empty hands, where to apply different locks and throws and such. So if you're doing Hubud in from here, the thing you want to really work on is your disarming to start with, because you don't want to just be sitting here playing and you're not going to be exchanging blows like we are with stick. See, the most important thing, I said, most times it's long range. They're starting long range. See, because you're in from hitting and you're trying to get the flats, but once you crash in that line, that's when you can get your cuts in. So the first thing you want to do is you want to strip that out. See, I can't. It happens to be right here. I can't get my puño in, but I've learned the same principle, so I'm going to take that, but I want to make sure I don't fly that into my leg. See, whereas a stick, it wouldn't matter. But the blade teaches you where to move your body, see, to get that out. See, so once you get that cut out, then you can insert and do whatever, okay? Plus, once you crash in the line and you've got your shot in from here, see, I may take it right from here because I got that puño. Then, same thing. If I end up from here, see, I know about flats. So I can go in from here and flat tap it, or if it's not double-edged like this, you can grab it, see. And then you've got your cuts and hit-throughs, okay? But it makes you realize where the flat of the blade is, okay? So, same, we come in, you might get the crash in from here. She may shoot it down. See, I may get that shot and she comes in again. That's where that block is coming in, see? Now I'm into my thrusting line. See, and then you might take it from here and strip it out and cut. Then you're back in here again. So play with the blade too. Okay, now we're going to be going dagger against stick. I wouldn't recommend going dagger against sword because you'll probably lose, but it's just for more awareness if they have any kind of blunt instrument, because I mean they've got the range on you. Okay, so the thing is with if you've got dagger against as a weapon, you can't stay out here and try to block it because it's going to be wailing on you. Right? So I mean, the minute they're striking at you, this is when you got to close that gap. See, even if I miss the block, it doesn't matter. I'm coming in. See, I want to be in close to them. See, so that would be my first hit, my second hit, my third hit, and there's your line to cut. See, into your strip outs. See, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be coming in to strike, and she puts it in there. See, I'm back to that line again. Cutting. See, now I'm cutting down. See? So it's all the disarms you did with the blade or with the stick. See, it still doesn't matter. So as I strike it, you're moving in from right here. See, just checking it. Same thing. I'm shooting that in. I'm trying to get a cut. I'm going to insert. See, they're going to check. See, they don't want that. But see, the thing is with the blade is you're a lot closer into your body. See, it's not like it's a lot easier to move and maneuver because see, I can still get that cut. See, into that disarm. See, or I can take that if I can't get it, or she presses my hand from here, see, and I cut. See, there's this cut right in that line. See, and you're back down to those same disarms. So you can go over and practice all the ones you did before. You can come in from here and get that shot. Do your 1 through 4. Disarm from here, right? Hit from here. Take it with the puño. Take it with the tip of stick. As that stick is coming out from right here, you may hook it, than your stick and dagger. So from the other side, same thing as they're hitting. See, you want to get in there. See, as long as you get in close to them, okay? Because in reality, I mean, this is for the video, but in reality, they're not going to swing with a wide arm. They're going to be narrow. They're swinging in really close to hit you. See, because they want power. So you've got to move in on them. You've got to crash that line. See, and that's teaching you empty hand also. See, so that same motion, she blocks. So I'm hooking it. See, there's my thrust. I learned to do it with the puño. Okay, so it doesn't matter. I can also use the tip of the stick or the tip of the blade. So you can also pull it out in from here to get different lines cut. Or you can even come, even though it's small, see, you can still take that in there and get those shots in, see, but you just rip them out and cut, see. Twist the blade, see. So it really doesn't matter what weapon you're using. It's just a little bit different application. Well, same application, just teaches you things a little differently. You have to go either longer or closer into the body. All right, so it's just showing you on the one disarm we were doing, if you've got the blade and you're coming in and you're slicing and you get that disarm from right here, right? What's happening is you're placing this into the pit of your armpit, see, and you're twisting it. What you're doing, see, you're twisting it into like a thrust, right? But say she checks my hand, but thing is, this is tight, see? You're tightening that really tight from here. So what you're doing, if you're an Aikido person, you'll really like this one. So you're just reaching up from behind, and you're pulling it right into that blade, and there, your thrust. So it's just showing you different options, okay? When you're in that position, I can be right in from here, see? And I go into that thrust, and she may check it. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take this down into that blade, see? And then just change that line. But the important thing on that is just remember, in from here, and you get that strip out, this has got to be tight in there, see? It's really tight in there. See, this alone, see? So you just want that in tight, see? You may slash down, doesn't matter what you do. Get that disarm in there. I'm coming in from here, she's blocking, see? I'm just locking that in place. See, this is coming around, except that would get to her throat, see? Okay, so we're just gonna do hubud with the blade. Of course, there's many different ways you can hold the blade. You can hold it down, ice pick, or you can hold it up. But being that we're doing the first sword set, everything we're gonna be doing today is gonna be blade forward. Actually, I mean, when you spar with blade down close range, it's awesome. A lot of hooks and throws, but it's really nice. But being that we're doing off of the sword form, we're working that motion, we're gonna go from blade up. Okay, so I mean, you can go from entry, it doesn't matter. Boom, so we're back in here again. And just go hubud, just keep going through. See, I'm just getting those cuts in here from getting those same lines. See, just taking a little bit different. This is the stick around the throat. See, I can't, if I can reach your throat, but see, since I already got it right here, I'm going to that out. See, there's my insert. See, and then your slice, and then you get the strips out. Okay. So, say you've already crashed, right? You're into the hubud line. See, same thing, doesn't matter. That's it. The line's going see. Same. See, and then you're into your throats. And as it's going down, that's when you're slicing. See, you got checks. So just have fun with it. So, I mean, you're in here and you're slicing. This is the first lines you're doing. See, remember that one you're coming in from there, sis, you check down like that? See, now you're going into that upper thrust, see? She may block that, cutting in from here, see? So it's just taking down and cutting. See, and that puts you into these guys, see? During difference there, from right here, just like those we did when we grabbed the stick and turned it, see? During difference, you're compressing this way, see? And slicing. All right, it just gets you into cutting in close. see, or cutting in close. Because you want to be as close as you can, because she's got the longer weapon. She may lock you. See, nice thing is, you've got the weapon, see. Or you can go from there. You can go from locks. They may lock you. Nice thing about the stick is, I'm sorry, about the blade, is see, I've got different options. Or you may be locked up and your blade is tucked, right? Or you got it in a sheath or something. And they don't know you've got a blade. And they're locking you, compressing you. That's where this stuff comes from. That opens up your lines. Or if you're coming in, because they're going to want to lock that. So they're locking you. They're going to try to offset you, take you offline, throw you, see? Got the puño, see? So you can play with it for any level you're at, doesn't matter. You can go from motion, just playing these different lines and taking them in and cutting. Because when you start cutting, they're going. Your lines don't even have to be that good. But see, it doesn't matter. See, she may take it in from there. See, you may change the line. So it doesn't really matter what you're doing. She strikes, same thing. Or you can go from when they lock you. You may be in here and they can lock you. See, she's got a really good lock on me. See, compression. And she's going to try to take me down. See? If she does, see, I'm just going to cut, see? See, she does take me down. I'm on the ground, see? So it doesn't matter if you're up or down, because you just go with it too. See, she may have another lock on me. That's a bad one. Bad for her though. See, or just take it. So just play with that. Okay, we'll just show a couple examples of empty hand. If you want to get more of the empty hand flows and such, you just get the pangamut tape. They have a lot of empty hand in that one. But just to give you an idea what we're doing, so we're gonna go to that elbow one we did before. So on your entry, as she's punching, you're doing your entry, and see she's checked. So I'm coming in from here, and I'm gonna circle, and I'm gonna circle. See, and what's happening is this is going to your elbow and you're hooking. See, this is where the blade shows you where to grab with your fingers, because with that puño of the blade, I was grabbing in from here. But empty hand, it makes a big difference. See, so what you're doing, this becomes your puño. So it's grabbing and it's turning from right here. See, and then you're inserting. See, so that's your insertion point. If they're really strong, see, you can also just smash it down, just like with the stick compression. See, and then if you want, you can change that line and take them back around. Take them down with that half in it. See? So from the other side, you know, we're in here and it's just, boom, you're entering. See, I'm entering, you're going to sweep. See, that's going to sweep. Boom. See, it may come in from here. See, I may just be in this line, but what I'm going to work on is hooking that. See? Getting that right in there. See? Plus you also have where the finger is. See, now if I want to get into compression points, see, now I'm using my thumb as a compression point. See, then I'm using the top blade as a compression point, see. Plus it gives you all different options. Plus you can just break it. But it's just showing you what they, it doesn't matter what line you get into. It's just showing you where you're grabbing. See, where that's inserting. See, if I want to do the hits into the throws, or if I want to grab and run her into a wall. But the thing is, you're learning where you're applying pressure with the puños. See, so this is a puño line. my thumb becomes the puño. So I'm taking that right in. See? So play with that one. Okay, so now remember we were doing that one hook with the puño, or putting it into the armpit. We're going to work on armpit traps. Okay. It sounds kind of funny, but I mean, you can trap with anything, right? So if we're in and we're fighting and we're jamming in from here, see, all I'm doing is I'm grabbing with my armpit from right here. But see, I'm not staying still. Right? I'm getting that line out her, see? Plus it gives you, see how you can use that for a torque. See? Then you can lock in from there, see? See, I guess it really doesn't matter where you're at, because you can be in from here, or she could be trying to grapple with you. See? It's the same thing. She's trying to grapple and grab me. See, it's the same thing. I've got armpit locks, just the opposite hand. So I'm going to take it really slow. See?